So our friend Guido here submitted this replay, 3v3s. He said he's a champ, or not champ, a Plat 3 player, never been into Diamond. Said he played well, still lost. Looking for some tips. So we'll see what we can do. New season here. I think this is before the new season, so it's not gonna be all janky like a lot of people have been experiencing. So firstly here, we'll talk about our kickoff strategy, right? I think this is a big thing, or very important thing we should talk about. Threes, in general, you know, when we're in this position where we got a teammate here, and we're here, one of us should cheat, and the other should go get boost. That's just how I like to do it. I think this strategy is the most effective. It gives you the best chance of actually recovering this ball no matter where it goes. This guy who's going for boost, they can kind of be like the defensive man. This guy is going to be our super aggressive guy who's cheating, who is going to try and go for the ball immediately depending on where it goes. And then our buddy who goes for boost or goes for the ball is just trying to get boost and rotate around and let our guy who went initially here move upfield, right? That's just kind of how I think of this in threes. It's a very solid kickoff strategy. With the way you did it, you kind of stopped your momentum and stalled yourself. Like, yes, you're being protective of the net, but now, you know, this ball has been sitting here just bouncing, and no one has even tried to go for it yet. Whereas if we would have got this boost, we could have been being very aggressive and trying playing this ball off the back wall or doing any sort of attack with this ball. Right? So we take our time. We get a good cutoff off that touch though. So that was nice. Alright, so now we gotta, when we're in threes, there's a lot of chaos. So we gotta be able to take in information any way we can. Right now, I hear a teammate to your right. So that means they're most likely on the wall, or let me get my pen. They're back here somewhere, either on the wall or just slightly behind you on the ground. Very hard to see, but you can hear it. So you know you got a teammate behind you. So just be careful of that. This could be a big double commit if you both go. It doesn't sound like he's going very fast though. So you probably are free to just challenge right away. Just go. In threes, we kind of want to pick up the pace. We really want to go when we have a chance. So attacking this ball hard and trying to get this ball to come out, maybe not so low, but maybe up high like this, gives us a chance to get past a few defenders and possibly let this guy, maybe, who's hanging around here, go for a shot. Or maybe the guy who's rotated out this direction somewhere, hopefully, go for a shot, right? But we want to be a little quick. Bad angle for this jump. I'm super analyzing this right now. But right here, this jump, look where you're facing compared to where the ball is going. Something that you're going to have to get a lot better at, and this will help with your consistency. Your car is facing right through here. Very crooked line. Ignore the crooked line. But this ball is moving this way. So like realistically, we need to take an angle that's going to cut this off so we can actually touch it. If you want to become more consistent with aerials, you have to line your car up on the ground first. Because all your aerials are going to start from the ground. And that's like the basis of it. If you can get a solid positioning on the ground, your aerials are going to improve tenfold. So that didn't work out, but that's fine. Good rotation back, playing it wide, getting around back post. Now he's got to be careful of Ned here. We see the threat, and that's perfectly fine. Good challenges. I would say really good challenge here. Take control of the ball, get another 50. I would not keep pursuing this ball. So I would not, after I land here, I'm watching this guy come like this. I'm never getting to this ball. I'm probably just going to rotate around this way. Just give the ball up. Like, you're actually not going to touch this ball. You're never going to get close. So just turn around, head back. Definitely don't want to get bumped and go get boost. That's why I suggested rotating around that other direction, just so you're kind of getting away from the play. And then this guy just has a really nice goal. I don't think there's really anything, you know, he just had a lot of space. Enzo here is already like he's camping the net. Like, you don't ever want to be doing this in threes when the ball is so deep in the other side. You want to be in a spot that's a little closer, so you can actually cut off things like this. Realistically up here. So you can cut things off like this and not let this guy just keep continuously pushing the ball and having all the time in the world. Because by the time you go, it's too late. So that's kind of where that goal came from. A bit unfortunate. Not much you could have done differently. The kickoff's a little weak. If we want to get to diamond, like, our kickoff needs to be a little stronger. Maybe you need to be able to flip, get to the ball a little faster. You can't have 0 boost after you're done with this kickoff. You have to have at least 12 or more so that we can go get more boost and be more effective, right? Because right now, you know, we have 0 boost and we're never gonna get to that ball in time. All right. Yep. Rotation is a little suspect here because, you know, once we look here and we see no boost, big boost pads, if we want to stay in this play, like, we can gamble and try to hit this one, but if we go all the way back to this boost, like, that's just too passive. It's just too passive for threes. After that, I'm cutting up this way and finding little boost pads in the middle of the field. Because that way I'll at least have 40 boost versus, I know, you go through that boost, you don't get any. You go through that boost, you don't get any. Now you have 0, basically. And now you're trying to find boost and get back in the play. And you're just too far back, right? There's a lot of chaos, but, you know, you have to... there's a lot of chaos, but, you know, you still want to be close to the play so you can try making a play. Xville, of course you can. You can just set it to the Discord. Alright. Good touch. I like that you touched it to the middle. Just wasn't very strong, so that's something we need to work on. A little bit of consistency with our strength there. Very good clear. I like it. You're trying to make a play here. You just got to recognize, like, you need to be a little snappier to this, right? Our blue defenders aren't just going to let you kind of do whatever you want to this ball, right? They're not going to miss. So I wouldn't be so aggressive right away. I'd probably wait and not go supersonic and see what touch this guy is going to get and then react to that, right? Because we can't just assume he's not going to touch the ball, right? So you got to be watching for that. It kind of puts you out of a play, and now, you know, they have opportunity to clear this and get this away. Yep. A little awkward. Let's try to find little boost pads. So we're finding little boost pads, right? We missed that one. We missed that one. We get that one finally. And then we kind of turn into our teammate, which is unfortunate, but we should be getting a little bit, we should be getting more of those. All right, good cutoff. Yes, good. Now get out. Get out. This play, ideally, we should try to hit this up higher. You do fine. I mean, just know that touches like that to the corner, they're not gonna, like, they don't result in anything, but it's better than just leaving the ball for the blue side to do whatever they want with, right? So now let's get back on D. Let's be aggressive and touch this ball. Oof, that was very awkward. But yeah, like, in this scenario, we don't see anybody in our net, actually. So touching this ball is a great idea. Doesn't quite work out that way. That's fine. Everyone got back in time. A really good chance here for the orange side. This is what I'm talking about with, you know, we need to make opportunities. When we have an opportunity, we need to make the most of it. We have a really good opportunity here. He's going so fast trying to get to this ball, and then he has no boost by the time he gets there, right? So, you know, we make this awesome save, but, like, let's try to actively be always getting little boost pads, right? Because if we're actively getting little boost pads, you know, we'll get to this ball and actually be able to make a play. There's also the fact that, like, he gets really close to it with 0 boost, so, like, he's not in a good spot to make a play because no boost, and then he gets really close to it. I think the no boost is more important. I will say, because we're solo queuing, right? Yes, we are solo queuing. If we ever have, you know, a bunch of chaos and we can see both our teammates in front of us, right? We have both our teammates in front of us. And we have a lot of chaos. There's a lot of uncertainty with this position. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. We should, in general, play deeper than you think. You need to play much deeper than you think. Especially, I mean, you're the last defender. So you cannot push so far forward and try to go for a touch, because now look, the guy who is, we thought was not in the play is actually touching the ball backwards past us. So if there's uncertainty, you see both your teammates in front of you, you got to play deeper than you think, right? So that's like midfield line, past the midfield line, and on your side of the field, that's probably the better position for this. Q, we'll see you later, man. Thanks for stopping by. So rotation's good back. I mean, we don't have any business in this play yet. We'll still see both our teammates up in front of us, so it doesn't look like either of them are rotating back. So play deeper than you think. Yep, just play back. Just play back right now. Beautiful. This is your time to go. The aerial was just a little bad, right? So that's why that one didn't work out. I mean, the aerial was just bad. But that just comes with getting more comfortable with it. So the fact that you went for it and recognized it, incredible. Beautiful. That's what we want. You just didn't execute it mechanically, and that just comes with practice and getting better at those specific mechanics. Our teammate just committed insurance fraud on us. Love that. But no, he's just trying to get deeper in the net, which is actually good. I think he doesn't have a play here, so I'm okay with our teammate reversing like this. What we should do is be more back post, like get back here more on the back post and kind of sit back there, because it gives us better angles to attack out this way for any fastballs that come across the middle that this teammate can't turn quick enough for. So it gives us an opportunity to go for that. Generally, we don't want two people in net, right? We didn't think Enzo was going to back up.
Hey there, big boy.
But,
An anonymous user gifted
that's what we say
5
back.
subscriptions to the community.
Oh, shit. Well, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I really appreciate that, man. And if anyone got those subs and want to redeem a replay, go to my Discord, tell me that you gifted a sub, and I will. You have a sub. I'll double check it, and we'll get you a replay for free. So make sure you redeem that if you want it. Back to this. So now we're chilling. We're chilling. I love this. Chill, 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 chill. Now we push forward. Good. So we got a little squirrely here. We don't need to, Oh, Guido! I'm sorry to replay early. You're all good, though. So we're good here. We don't need to get this boost because we have 77 beforehand. We also don't want to go up this wall because it takes time to get down from it, and it makes it harder to actually go for this ball quickly. Puts us in a bad angle. You know what I'm saying? And then we had the weird jump off the ramp. So that, that's just another reason we don't want to go up the wall in that case. Obviously a whiff. That'll come with mechanical practice and getting better. I like that you cut this off because it really puts chaos on the blue side. And now let's rotate out. Yes, Xville, that's what that means. You do. Alright, good so far. Yes, now let's push. Get there. Good try. I like the aggressiveness. That's exactly what I would have done. Aguila here, I think that's how you say it. Has a really nice play, but again, 0 boost, right? So you gotta play a little deeper. Tries to keep moving forward. And it's unfortunate because almost if they would have left it, you would have actually been a really good spot to shoot this on net with power. But I mean, they have first right because they are closer. So. Alright, teammate puts it to the corner, which I love. You want to always keep the ball in the corner if you can. Alright. Some awkwardness, but it's fine. Our teammate was the aerial. Enzo got it, though. So now we just chill. Yeah, we don't have a play yet. We have both our teammates in front of us. So we're going to have to play a little bit more passively. I don't love this challenge just because we do have both our teammates in front of us, and it's not a 100%er. Mainly because the biggest reason I don't want to go for this, it's not so much that these guys are here. I mean, it's a big part. Both our teammates are in front of us, so we need to be 100% sure we can get to this ball fast. But we need to be watching these guys. Dark here, he jumps way before you, and he's in a really good spot to read this. Like, we got to be looking at them. If they have a, even a small chance they can get to this ball before us, we just can't commit as third man. And if we do commit as third man, we have to get a touch. So we're not even close to the ball, right? So maybe better just to play it safer. It doesn't immediately result in a goal. Love the demo! Sorry. Got really hyped about the demo. Doesn't result in a goal immediately, but, once you get higher rank, that it's going to. So, demo the guy who's just sitting there. If he's going to sit around, take him off the field. That does a great job. Look how much pressure you just alleviated for your team with that. We don't get any good clears, but that's okay. So good, now we're in clear. So something we see a lot in this replay, Guido, is that you are third man. And that's just how it naturally has become most of this replay. And that's something you should just kind of mentally lock in your head and just be okay with that. Like, okay, my purpose on this team right now is I'm going to be a solid third man because these two guys seem to be really finding their ways up the field quickly and doing things. So you just kind of have to fall back into that role of, I'll just be a solid third man. And that's just how it's going to be. Maybe the next game, you're the one who's being more aggressive and being upfield, and then you have someone else who is kind of filling that role. As you solo queue, you have to find yourself a role in your offense or your defense, depending on what your teammates do, right? Really, really bad recoveries from everybody else here. We have Enzo and Aguila go, because look at the one time you go. Look what these guys do, right? Aguila goes, misses, Enzo double commits. Now you have nobody back, right? So this should be a goal for the other team. So maybe that's why we need to play a bit more passively, just so we have that solid defense. Because I will say, I mean, the idea with Rocket League is you score more goals than your opponents to win, right? But if your opponents don't score any goals, your chances of winning are greatly increased, right? So playing that solid defense sometimes is more important than being good on offense. Good. Get the ball moving. Careful jumping with zero boost off the wall. It takes a long time to recover. It can be very risky. And then we're just not padding ourselves in a good way to get little boost pads. And that gives us no boost, right? We miss out on that challenge. Good save here. Most of the little boost pads are taken up. So after this play here, firstly I wouldn't jump off the wall with zero. But we need to pad ourselves where there's little boost pads. You keep going, you keep gravitating towards the sides of the field, which are great for big boost pads. But in threes, like those big boost pads get taken a lot. So it's much more reliable to stay towards the middle of the field and pick up little boost pads. Because then you'll at least have 30, 40 boost at all times. Versus trying to get 100 all the time and then, a quick counterattack with zero boost and you get scored on, right? Good try there. Unfortunate 50. So let's go back to that play actually. Let's talk about this 50. Because maybe this will help. So in this 50, right? We just kind of look at how you're attacking this ball and think about what you're trying to do. It looks like you're trying to shoot this ball, right? Is what it looks like. And when you shoot the ball, your surface area that you're touching with your car is so minimal. We're just hitting this ball with the tip of the corner of our car. Whereas if we look at your opponent here, they're hitting it with the meat of their car. The front portion of their car is going into that ball. So they have a lot of surface area and momentum pushing this ball behind you like this, right? And what you realistically have is all your momentum going this way, but you're trying to push power into the ball this way, like a shot. That's why you get dunked. If you don't have a clean shot, trying to push yourself and having a solid 50 is sometimes better because that keeps pressure on your opponents, right? Because they don't get a clean clear across the field. So that's just something to think about. Sometimes going for 50s instead of shots is better. Good plays from our teammates. Blue team is just in shambles. No third man to even think of there, or even to see there. So now we're back in the game. 30 seconds left. We need a quick goal. I like that you were aggressive. It sucks that you couldn't put that more on net, which is fine though. We'll get there. Let's rotate around back post. It works out because it sets up a nice counterattack. But in general, I mean, cutting this ball off, we do double commit with our teammates. But it does alleviate pressure. So it's like, it's one of those situational things where like, it actually is fine. But general principle wise, we don't want to be doing that. And then we get another nice goal. So something we should always be thinking about is how have we got our goals so far? And it's been counterattacks where their third man is pushed up too far. So we just need to suck in that offense and push it past them now to get our next goal. That also means playing a little deeper and not letting them get any free stuff right now. All right. I will say, as we get higher ranked, if you ever hesitate like this, if you ever think, oh, I should go, oh, I should go, oh, I should go, and you let this ball come all the way here, you're going to get dunked every time. You got to be a little quicker than that. You got to be able to react and get to this ball higher, because that's what happens. You guys get dunked. They almost get a nice goal from that. Their third man's there this time. Good rotation to save it. Play it slow. Yes. Ooh, be aggressive. Go for that. You could have got that. But it's fine. It's working out. Both plays are equally fine there. Both plays are equally fine. Don't talk about my suck. Both plays are equally fine here. I think you could have just went up the wall like this. I think you could have just went up the wall and hit this. Totally a valid play. Also, being patient and waiting for the ball to come around the corner is also a valid play. It's a little more passive. It allows for blue team to kind of be around, but that's fine. Good. All right, now let's rotate around. Should be getting a little boost pads. We want to stay in the play as much as we can. All right, teammates whiffed. Let's see what we do. Good play around the corner, and yeah, just chill for a sec. We're not having a lot of rotation from our teammates, which isn't great. They're kind of hanging around. Soft touch out. Looks like it was a nice save from our opponents. Who shot this? Enzo, I'm assuming. Enzo shot this. That's just a poor attempt at a shot right there. I'm not gonna lie. That probably should have been a goal, 100%. But you guys just aren't consistent. You know, you have really bad setups. You know, our fast aerials are a little weird. It's not clean. It's like a very delayed, like, one jump, two jump. Like, I don't know. I see you're trying to get a lot of height on the ball by holding down the jump button, which is good. It just feels like slow almost. I think fast aerials need some work. I don't know where Enzo's going. Okay. Aguila is just going to go as well. So we'll just sit back. We'll be our third man. We'll be our solid third man that we have all game. Going for a demo play. Almost get it. I mean, you should be a little closer. Right? That's where all pushing forward. Maybe, never mind. You're in a good spot. The one time you do go forward like that, they're just going to blast it over your head because you don't see them full steam coming out of their net. So I think it's fine. Your positioning's good. Good counter. We need to work on these hits being higher, though. Right? We don't want to shoot this on net. We want to blast this off their back wall because that's the most awkward spot, right? If we're taking shots from this far away, they're never going to go in with defenders in net. The only time we shoot the ball here is when we're catching them off guard on a fast break. What we really want to try to do is push this ball off the back wall because now DLT Faker here needs the aerial to go do something with this ball, and that most likely will end up with the ball being into the corners because that's the safest spot for them. Hitting the ball like this. DLT doesn't even have to jump. He just has to drive forward and flip into it. So, rotation, I don't like the strong side rotation, but it's fine. It works out because you got a good clear. Yeah, very awkward so far. Somebody just needs to rotate back around and go to net. Good half flip. Yeah, good try there. That's exactly what I would have done. Now let's hurry up and rotate back. Ooh, nice touches. Let's get more on the goal line. But yeah, let's just chill for a sec. There's no blue defenders challenging, so we can creep. We can creep. Good flick up. Enzo's just standing there in the way. Go for the shot. Ooh, that's what we needed earlier. Blasted off the back wall. Great opportunity here for you guys to score. Just got to put that in the net. Trying to cut it off, and it's just not enough. Enzo with a nice save, but no one's there to follow, and that'll be the goal. I like that you're trying to help your teammate out here. Get that, but when we recover, we need to recover. In this situation with 54 boost, we gotta recover back towards the net. Enzo is our last line of defense. We need to go protect the net. No one's there, so we rotate around like this. And now we have to leave it up to these guys to save it. And I don't trust my teammates enough to let them try to run around back like this and get a save. Because look at Aguila took your boost. And then he took your boost. And then his angle here. At this point, when you're looking at this play, you see Ned coming at the ball like this. You have to take an L. You have to take an L and just stay parallel with the goal line and try to get a last second save. You can't do is turn up field, because now your angle to try to save this ball is terrible, right? Because now you drive forward, and now you gotta try to go back like this. You just gave them like a huge pocket behind you to shoot the ball. So we'll see that here. Now look where he is versus if he would have just stayed over here, right? Let's go back to fly cam. He was like this. He went here. He was here, went here, then jumped. And his angle at going for this ball is really bad. Whereas if he would just stayed patient and stayed here, 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 he probably could have got around this ball and hit it upfield. Versus now, the ball's behind him and he's going to hit the ball backwards. Or not hit it at all. And that's how the game ends. So, Guido, what I would say is there's a lot to work on for the most part. Rotationally, there's some things, but I think the biggest thing is going to be consistency with shooting the ball, hitting the ball really hard, and aerials. Now, the best way to do that is a lot of free play, using those little directional pad controls that'll launch the ball different directions, and just hitting the ball as hard as you can, thinking, I want to hit this ball high, then hit it really hard and high. I want to hit this ball line drive, then hit the ball hard and go for line drives, right? A lot of training packs can help with that. Fast aerials and aerials in general are going to need work, because at this point, you know, everybody's kind of doing their own thing. It's just going to come down to being a little faster and more consistent. And once we get to diamond, then we can kind of shore up some of those rotational things a little bit more. So that'd be my big maybe homework assignment. Do a bunch of training packs, get some free play time in, and work on that consistency, hitting the ball, just repetition after repetition, and you'll grow for sure. But anyhow, yes, thank you for sending the replay.